Hey y'all, Chandalear's After Dark Talk. How are you guys? All that good stuff. We're going to just jump right in though, because I want to talk about this conversation I had with a man, a friend of mine. His thoughts on this woman that he's interested in. Okay. So we were talking earlier today, and he was telling me about this woman that he likes. He says she's a full-figure woman. I'm really not happy with that. I don't really like a full-figure woman. He said, but she's pretty in the face. She's a sweet person. She's kind. And we have fun when we hang out. I like her, but maybe not for my woman, just as a friend. I said, okay, did you tell her? He said, I did, because I don't want her to think that it's going to be anything more than what I'm what I'm expressing that I want, and that's only a friend. He said, because it's some things I just don't like. So I said, what? What is it? He said, well, I almost hate to say it. He said her wig smells funny. I said, her wig smell funny? He said, yes, her wig smells funny. I said, okay, did you tell her? He says, yeah, I told her. He said, I told her it smells funny. It smells sour. I said, okay. Well, tell her, which I know she know, that if her wig is smelling sour, she need to wash those braids under there, wash and condition her hair, wash and condition the wig, and, keep it fresh. But let her know, that's not like a deal breaker, is it? He says, well, it could be, because cleansiness means a lot to me, and I think a woman should take care of herself. And if I smell her hair, I'm sure she smells her hair. And I agree. That's true. So, ladies with these lace front wigs, they're cute. I wear them. I love them. But you have to know how to install them in your hair. That's number one, so that it's not lifting or looking really weird. And you definitely have to wash them, condition them, and take care of your hair too, right? You have to do that, because should no man have to tell you that? No. Should no man have to tell you that? Not at all. So he says, I just don't like that. He says, her hair, he said, to me, that tells a lot. He said, because when I hug her, I smell her neck, because I want to smell a woman and make sure she smells fresh. He says, so when I hug her and I can smell that wig, she doesn't smell fresh. He said, now why would that make me think that any other part of her body is fresh if I go to hug her and I can't smell the freshness from her neck or her perfume? Or he said, I don't like that. He said, not just the wig, but she just don't have a smell. You see, every woman needs to have a smell. Every woman needs to find a fragrance that works for you. Every woman. Because it's a lot of them out there. So we already know it ain't no excuse. So every woman needs to find a fragrance that really works for her and smells really good on your body and goes along with your body chemistry. And when he smells you, he'll always remember you, because if you wear the same perfume every time, he'll always remember you, because he knows that smell. And when he smells that smell, he's like, oh, that's Terrell. that's my girl smell. She smelled just like that. And if you wasn't on his mind, you are now. Because the woman that just walked by that smell like Chanel, that's mine. He's going to think of you because that's what you wear. You know, so when he hugs you, you should have amazing smell that he won't forget. That when he hugs you and even when he leaves you, he still smell it. Because it's not cheap. It's expensive. And it smells expensive. And he'll remember you through that perfume. He'll remember you. He will. It's the little things. But again, he's right. A woman should already know that. But as I explained to him, some women are raised differently. Some women raised, their moms didn't wear perfume. Their moms never wore heels. They wear tennis. So then you get these girls, they like tomboys, they just love tennis. They wear tennis, they won't even put on a pair of heels. People are raised differently, you know? So you can't make a person be who you want them to be. You either going to accept them and maybe help them change some things if they're open-minded enough to want to change these things, or you can just let them go because they're just not for you. And some people are not open-minded enough to want to change things. They think you're trying to control them. So when you're trying to help them and say, okay, well, you should try this, you might like this. And they like, you know, basically don't tell me what to do. Like I was wearing this before I met you. I'm going to wear this. You know? So some people are not really open-minded like that where they will, you know, change a few things. And some people are. And that's why you have to bring it to their attention. Because you just never know. So anyway, that's what I said to him. And I was like, well, you know what, just, you know, tell her and, you know, let her know. He says, yeah, I told her. He said, but then it's not just that. I said, oh my God. What? He said, she has a dirty mouth. Everything she say, every word come out her mouth is a curse word. He says, I don't like that. I don't like a woman that cuss all the time. They can't even say a sentence without saying a curse word. He says, I cuss too sometimes, but I promise you she cussed more than me. He said, and I'm the man, and she cussed more than me. So he feels like that's a masculine thing. And why is she? He find that to be manly, actually. He find it to be manly. I say, well, did you tell her, like, you know, tone that down, you know, all that cussing, like, I don't like all that. Because if a woman really like you, she will work on things. And if you really like her, you're going to tell her so she knows and so that she can work on things. And he says, yep, and then she'll be being phony. He said she'll be being phony. It won't be real. He said because she'll only be doing it because I said something. And then after that, she'll go back to being herself. He has a point. Hate to say it, but he has a point. So I said, gosh, well, he said, I just, you know, I don't like that. And I did tell her about that. So I said, well, when you tell her about stuff, does she make any changes? He said, yeah. I told her I didn't like smoking. He said, so she doesn't smoke around me, but when she comes around me, she smells like smoke. because she's smoking when you're not around, because she's a smoker. Now, me personally, ain't nobody will just come and just make me stop doing things that I've been doing, because that's a habit. So if you really don't like it, I'm probably not the woman for you. But if I wanted to compromise because I like you, I probably would get a vape when I'm around you. Now I'm still gonna smoke. So maybe you should just keep your perfume, on, so you can, so that you won't just smell like a pile of smoke every time you hug him or kiss him. But it's so funny. It's so funny, you guys, how a man will make a woman that he don't like that much change all these things. But if he liked her a lot and he really wanted her in his company, she could smoke that cigarette right around him and he wouldn't say a thing. That's weird. It's not weird, it's just how it is. And that's why you gotta always know your worth, because it's just how it is. He'll let a woman that he really, really like smoke that cigarette around him. He ain't never, excuse me, let a woman smoke a cigarette in his house. But you can do it, because you're cute. And he like you. And he want to spend time with you. So you can do it. But then he get another girl who's probably better formed than you. She probably like him way more than you like him. Could be the one. And he'll put her through all that hell while he nitpick at every little thing. Just because he's not attracted to her as much as he is that one that he would let do everything to. She could do anything. All the things that he don't like, that one that he really, really do like, she could do it. I promise you. She could. He might not like that cussing stuff, but guess what? He would deal with it. He would. He would just say, baby, you should tone it down. Baby, I really wish you didn't cuss so much. That's how he talked to the woman that he really liked. But a woman that he's really not that interested in, that's the shit he pulled with her. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. Now, I ain't saying he ain't got valid, reasons to feel how he feel, because everybody feel how they feel. Yes, she can wash her wig and use some conditioner and make her wig smell better. Yes, she could watch, I'm sorry, not wash. Maybe she do need to wash. But watch her mouth. Maybe she don't need to, well, she don't need to cuss like a sailor. It doesn't sound good, at all. But then maybe you should find a woman that you really, really like. Because if you ask me, gee, you don't like her that much. Okay, so he also said that he just don't like the way she speak. He says when we go out to dinner, even when she's ordering her food, she just come off so rough. He says she's so manly. He said even though she pretty, he said all it just makes her manly. He said the cussing, he said, I don't really like the way she dressed. I said, well, why are you talking to her? Why are you wasting her time? If you can't really find many things that you like about her, but everything that you don't, why are you wasting her time? Let that woman find a man that really like her, that's going to be interested in her. He said, no, but she's really a good woman, and I really do have fun when we out. It's just that, she's a big girl, and, she want to eat all of her food. What? She should if she hungry. I can't. What do you mean? She want to eat all of her food. She should if she hungry. He said, yeah, but one day she really pissed me off. We had got some food, and she had gotten smart with the lady, and I don't order from people that talk smack to people that got my food. He said, so I didn't want my food there. He said, and she didn't want to go anywhere else to get me anything to eat, but she said they had chicken in a box. He said, I didn't want that chicken, and I just told her that you can go ahead and eat all the chicken. I said, really? You told her to eat all the chicken? Yeah. So you think because she a big girl, she can eat a bucket of chicken? Sorry, you guys, that's my dogs. I said, you so rude. He said, I'm not rude. I was really mad. He said, she just eats so much. Okay, she's a big girl. She's hungry. But because you don't like her for real, you picking every little thing. And what she need to do is let your ass go. So that you can find what you're really looking for. And maybe she can find someone that's going to love her for who she is. Because when a man, like I said, is picking at every little thing, it can be annoying. But if what he's picking at, if he has a point with what he's picking at, I don't know. You know, maybe you do need to change some things, because even if it ain't him, the next guy is going to say something else. He said she has a stinky feet. I didn't know women's feet could stink like that. I mean, I don't know. I think it's how you're raised too. I think men have to understand that. I think you have to really, really see a woman's family and pay attention to her background and see how she's raised, because how a woman is raised is pretty much who she is. It's her character, you know. So if she sees, like my mom, she would always get her nails done, always get her toes done. She would take me as a little girl. I would get my nails done and my toes done. I was used to that. So I was very girly girl. I grew up girly girl. But every woman is not like that. Every woman don't grow up like some women. Mom wear tennis shoes all the time. They never see their mom in a pair of heels or anything. My mom wore heels. She had mink coats. She wore satin dresses. So when I was a little girl, I was like, oh, I'm going to be fancy. I mean, she was into Patti LaBelle, Luther, Diana Ross, Anita Baker. Oh, girl. I knew I wanted to be fancy. I watched my mom, and then I also watched the things she was watching on TV. You know, how she loved them and the music she played around the house and how it made me feel. And when she would get dressed to go out, I would be playing in her heels while putting her clothes away. I would be throwing on her mink coat, playing like I was like a star and everybody's watching me. I did that. You know, I was so girly, but again, that has to be in you. And it also is how you're raised. So if you're not raised that way, or you're used to seeing mom wearing, like I said, tennis, and she never really dressed, and she wear jeans a lot and sweat clothes, then that's probably what you're gonna do. You know, if mom really don't do her hair much, she throw it in a ponytail more than she curl it, that's probably how you're gonna be. Our mom is who we look up to. So we get a lot of things from our parent. Our mom, for sure, when you're a girl. So you can't be mad if a woman is not as feminine as you may want her. She might not be used to that. She might not be interested in being feminine, and she should be, because all women, you be thinking, are feminine or should be feminine, but they just not. They're not. Some of them as hard as men. You know, but again, you don't know their walk in life. You don't know what they seen and how they was raised, and maybe, like I said, mom didn't dress up like that. Mom could have been the mom that just would work, come home, and kept, like I said, keep her hair in a ponytail and just So she might didn't see a woman dress up. Sure, we watch TV and things like that, but half the time we watch what our parents watch too. So you just gotta, to me, a man just need to look at that. And that goes along with getting to know that woman, meeting her family, meeting her friends, because you are who you be around. So see, it's gonna always be that cousin that's gonna tell you stuff. That hater. She's a hater. It's always that hating cousin, it's gonna probably try to make her look bad or whatever. But you get a chance to see for yourself, to see, if she the kind of woman that you really like, versus trying to pick every little thing and expect her to not be herself, because that's what's going to happen. She's not being herself. But maybe, just maybe, she could take some of what you give her and apply it and not be offended. Because a lot of times people get offended. They think you're trying to control them. They think you're trying to tell them what to do. I would think that if a man tell me not to smoke a cigarette, who do you think you are? It's an addiction. It doesn't happen like that. So, yeah, you probably should find you a girl that don't smoke, But, hey, if you like someone, like I said, you will compromise, Maybe I can light some candles and burn some scented candles that makes the home smell amazing. And even though I smoke, I could, around him, use a vape and then go outside for a cigarette, right? That's compromise. And, but in the meantime, in between time, I'll make sure the home is smelling really well and some perfume, just to compromise. If you like that person, if he's worth the compromise. Because again, if a man don't like you, they just don't like you. And no matter what you do, it's going to make them like you. You could just eat and they just hate the way you eat. You breathing and they say, oh, why is she breathing that way? He don't like you. So I told him, maybe you just don't like her. And maybe you should just let her be. And he said, well, like I said, she's a good person. I think she's a good girl. I just want her as a friend. I said, as long as you're honest with her and you let her know that's all you want, then it's her choice. She shouldn't be so desperate. It's her choice. Because, if a person tell you what they want, believe them. So if they saying to you, all I want you for is a friend, then don't think in your little brain that maybe one day he'll want me as his woman. I'll stop smoking and maybe he'll accept me. Well, she don't smoke around him. But you know what he says? I still smell the smoke on her. So damn. So nothing you can do can make a person who really is not attracted to you like you. Nothing you can do. The only thing you can do is love yourself enough to pick up on the fact that, oh, he's being picky about everything. And either you're going to change it or you're not. And if you're not, leave him alone. Leave him alone. I always tell you women, don't be afraid to say bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's so many more waiting. Don't be afraid. But to know that he's really, really not attracted to her, and she knows this, he says, I hope he's telling the truth. I don't know. Because if she know, then why is she wasting her time? You cannot be desperate, women. You can't. You can't just pick the man because you're desperate. You can't just pick the man because you feel like you're getting old and you need one. You just can't. You can't do that. guess what? It's somebody for everybody. You are going to meet your match. And pick a man that like you more than you like him. Seriously. Because if not, then what he's doing behind your back with his friends is telling them all the things he hates about you. All the things he don't like about you. But yet he still wants you to be his friend. That's something like a user. You know, something like a user. You know, but it happens. People have agendas. They use people for what they want to use people for. Some people just want a companionship. Some people just want sex. Some people just want money. Some people want love. Everybody wants something. Everybody has an agenda. You just got to see if it matches with what you're looking for. And be honest about what you're looking for. And listen for the red flags that a man give you. If you're not what they're looking for, you're just not what they're looking for. And it's okay. It is. It's okay. You're not for everybody. And everybody is definitely not for you. Okay? So it really is okay. Stop caring so much. I always tell you guys that. Stop caring so much. You go out on a date with these guys. You might find one that, I like him. Maybe we could date. Now you liking him more than he like you, right? Now you texting him before he texts you, right? Let him make first moves. Don't get so excited about these dudes. Don't. Let them be excited about you. You're worth it. And I'm not saying that you can't like a person too. If they like you, you like them. That's cool. That sounds cute. But make sure he likes you more than you like him. Make sure you don't run out there and get you somebody to look better than you. I tell you guys that because it's a fact. And make sure y'all morals, principles, and standards are matching. Because if it's not, and he really don't like you, well, look at you. Now you dating somebody who's nitpicking and you're settling. For what? Why are you settling? Is somebody out here that's not going to pick about everything that you do? Is somebody out here that's going to appreciate you? Is somebody out here that's going to enjoy your time and your company? Is somebody out here you don't have to beg for attention because he's just going to give it to you? Right? So, if a man picks over every little thing, he don't like this, he don't like that, he just don't like your ass. He just don't like you. Because the one he like can get away with anything. I'm telling you. I dated a guy. Beautiful home. Amazing home. He told me, he said, oh no, there ain't no woman ever smoked in my house. I said, oh yeah, well I'm not going to be able to come see you much because I'm a smoker. He said, oh no, baby. I'm going to make some space. I'll make room for you. Do you mind going to the garage? I said, well, I don't mind going to the garage as long as it ain't cold. And if it's hot, as long as it ain't real hot. He said, okay. Well, if you can compromise with me and go to that garage, it's fine. I would appreciate it. But if you got to come in the house, I understand that you can. Now, remind you, he told me he ain't never let a woman smoke in his house. Not even his ex-wife could smoke around him. I could. He sat outside with me while I smoke. Kissed me right after. Didn't even have to put a mint in my mouth. See what I mean? They pick the women that they like. And the women that they like, they do not put all them demands on her. But that one, that's just okay. See what I mean? So get that wig together. Make sure it's laid correctly. I like the glueless ones for me with the band. It works. I can't do all that glue and stuff. I'm too hot and I sweat and yeah. So just a tip for you ladies that do wear the lace fronts. The glueless wigs are amazing. I've been seeing Eunice on Facebook, always advertising. I don't know. A friend of mine had bought me the hair. It was okay, a little shady though. So yeah, I'm not gonna advertise the hair. It's not my thing. But anyway, make sure your wigs are nice wigs. Make sure they're clean. Make sure they smell good. You know, make sure you spray your perfume on your neck and spray some in your hair so that when your hair moves like that, you smell it. You know, try to make sure you don't, bargain shop with your perfume. Make your man get it. He should be getting you your favorite perfume. So that way you, like I said, you'll smell the perfume whenever you move your hair. So not only do you, it's conditioned in the shampoo, but it smells good and you smell good. Make sure that's, your wig is correct. Like, don't sit here and wear these synthetic wigs. And then you stay the night with this guy, your friend, and then you wake up and your hair is bushy and it's all over the place and it looks crazy and you can't comb it down because it's synthetic hair and it's a mess. Because that's like disposable hair. So that's why sometimes you have to spend a little money on your hair to have good hair. So that when you wake up, you look as good as before you went to sleep. Right? So don't be afraid to spend some real money on your hair. I don't go no lower than like $480 for hair. And I tell you, because it lasts long. My wigs last me maybe 1-2 years. I don't have to go get my hair done every week because I can just pick another wig. And that's just that. So yes, I may pay a lot of money for my wigs, right? Because I like good quality hair. But I don't have to go get my hair done every 2 weeks either. I have enough wigs. So while you're shampooing one and conditioning one and setting that aside, you should have another one that you can just put right on. So if you're doing the wig thing, then keep your wigs up and put them on your little mannequin heads, And on your free time, make sure they're clean. Because a man should not have to tell you about your wigs. And they should not have to feel like they smell. And if they do, you should be embarrassed. Okay? Seriously. You should be embarrassed. It's just certain things a man just shouldn't have to tell a woman. He just shouldn't. You should just already know. Just like I always tell women, like, it's always great for a woman to take probiotics. It helps with body odor. It helps with your pH balance. It helps with all that. You could pass gas and it's not going to smell that bad. It probably could have smelled 10 times worse. And if you're taking your, probiotics and your vitamins, you know, it helps. It helps with your body, your energy, your smell, all that, you know. So as a woman, try to not forget to take your vitamins, your probiotics, your vitamin C and D. Do multivitamins. You know, it helps you with your energy and all that. And I'm not on here to just teach you that, but I'm just saying, since the man said it, I just figure you should probably know that it's okay to, you know, use different things on your body so that your body smells good and your skin smells good. And you know what else I find is good? That secret rub that I guess is like deodorant, but it's like for your whole body. That's amazing too. That's amazing too. So make sure your skin smells good and it's glowing, you know. Use lotion that gives you a shine, you know. Hey, Vaseline back in the day. Seriously, Vaseline give you the most beautiful shine you could ever have. And it's good on your skin. It takes care of your skin. See, we didn't have all the stuff that is here today back in when I was younger. When I was younger, Vaseline was it. And you use Vaseline on your whole body. You know? So, and understand one thing. Bath and Body Works is for bed. It's not a perfume. It's not something that you should be wearing as a perfume. It's not. It's your bath stuff. You get out your bath, you smell good, your man smell you and you smell good. When you get up that morning and you shower, you should be putting on your perfume. You should. So you have to know the difference. Bath and Body Works is for at night. Okay, at night. Not your everyday perfume. He will not remember you with Bath and Body Works. No, but if you're wearing that Chanel, he'll remember you. Okay? So, you know, you shouldn't have to say these things, but for some people you do. Not everybody grew up with a sister. Not everybody had a big sister. You know, not everybody had a mom that was attentive to certain things like that. They might have just taught them the basics, and that was it. You're grown now, you're older. You can Google anything and YouTube anything and find out anything. It ain't no reason, no excuse to not know. Or you can just come on my page and I'll teach you. But it's no excuse to not know. You understand? So, therefore, a man should never have to talk about your wig, your hair. No. Your body. You know, some women get up and, like myself, I shower. I get up a couple of hours early if I have an appointment because I have to shower, put on makeup, do hair. All that comes with my day. And clothes. But that all comes with my day, right? Now, not every woman does that. A lot of women don't want to do makeup every day, okay? They wear makeup only on special occasions. That's cool, but don't wear perfume on only special occasions, no. You know, because your mate needs to smell that fragrance every day. He needs to smell that you smell good and clean and fresh. Now, if you choose not to wear makeup every day, and that's your choice, and that's what you and your man like, that's cool. Like I said, every woman is not like me. Every woman don't make their self up every day. I do. At least, you know, if I'm home, I might not throw no makeup on, you know. I'm still going to look like somebody, though. I ain't just walking around the house looking crazy. No, you know, not that. But if I'm going out, oh, shit, I'm done from head to toe, you know. I take care of myself. That's just what I do. But men love that. They love that. So you get, like I said, some men who really don't care, who, you know, you don't have to be y'all done up, you know, casket shop. Or none of that, you know, they just like you regular and average. And that's fine if you're, you know, just an average girl, you know, that just, you know, throw a ponytail in and maybe a little lip gloss and that's it. Some of us have natural beauty. There's nothing wrong with enhancing the beauty, but hey, Some of us are okay with what we're working with, you know. So I'm not bashing you guys at all. But what I will say is even the naturalest, beautiful woman can throw a little makeup on to enhance it. A man will appreciate it, I promise you. You don't have to do it all the time if you don't want to. But a little goes a long way, you know? So that's your thing, if that's what you choose to do. But again, a man should not have to ever tell you about your wig, your nails, your toes. Should not tell you about those things. They should already be done. Period. Excuse me, y'all. And you should always make sure you find a man that really likes you. Honestly. Because he has flaws too. Excuse me. And it's a man out there that's going to love your flaws. Love all that. You know, so pick a man that picks you. You know, make sure he picks you. Don't be so all over him, you know. Don't do that. Because then he has little stories to tell. Like my friend. And he has stories to tell. You know, like he'll tell me, he say, you know, he's a funny style kind of guy. Like he don't like no woman to drink out his cup or anything like that. Like he's not trying to be smart or anything. He's a Cancer man, and Cancers just don't like stuff like that. They don't. They don't want you to drink out their cup. Okay? If you go making some Kool-Aid or something and you sip that spoon and put it back in that thing, which is nasty. But if you do that, a Cancer man would never drink that. Because in his mind, you slobbered all in that. He can't do it. Can't do it. His mind gonna mess with him. His mind gonna mess with him. That's the one thing about Cancers. They can't stop thinking. So his mind gonna mess with him. Right? He's a Cancer. So he's paying attention to what she's doing. So if she drinks behind him, she can have that. If she eats his food without asking him, she can have that. And he's going to have a whole attitude. Seriously. If she go in his refrigerator, he don't even want you to do that. Because in his mind, you might just drink the juice like up to you, pour it up to your mouth. And he don't want to think that that's what you did. So 10 to 1 when you leave, he is going to throw that shit away. Unless he trusts you. But if he don't know you that well and he don't trust you yet, his mind makes him think all these nasty things that you could possibly be doing to his stuff. And he won't eat it or drink it. So when she took a sip out of his cup, she did not know how mad he was going to get. And when I tell you he was mad, he was pissed. Because he don't like that. So that comes and goes along with taking the time to get to know a person, right? Because once you get to know him, you'll know that you can't do stuff like that. He just don't like that. I mean, some people just don't. My mom is the same way. Cancer woman. They don't like it when people drink out of their bottles, their glass. They don't like it when people eat their food. They don't like it. They would never eat from a baby. They would never, ever eat from anything body that's slobbering around, or they feel like you done slobbered out your mouth and into their stuff. They don't like that. They'll give you your own so they don't feel like you should ever have to touch theirs. Period. So it's so easy to just turn them off. So when she did that, that was a turn off. So I told him, you have to share that with her, because how is she supposed to know? Most women think that when you're dating a guy, well, it's okay for me to drink out your cup and you drink out my hell. We kissing and slobbering. Oh, no. A lot of times, a Cancer man, they not going to kiss you like all that tongue stuff. They don't really like all that slobber and stuff. It makes them think that you're spitting in their mouth, and the thought of that just drives them insane. So, I don't know. I mean, not all. I can't say all. Take it where it resonates, you know. But what I am saying is that a lot of them, majority of a cancer person, like, yeah, they not like a Leo or something. Like, oh, you can have some. No, you touch their shit, you can keep it. All they gotta do is see you do one nasty thing in that kitchen, and they'll never eat from you. If they walk in your house, and your house is dirty, they will never eat from that house. They are just serious. Like, so they're already easy to, you know, to turn off. And that's why I tell you guys to, like, check the person you're dating sign out and stuff like that, because you'll really learn so much that you should or shouldn't do if you're really trying to date this person, or you're interested, or you want to deal with that shit. Seriously, you should do your research, because if you do, had she done her research, she would know that he don't like stuff like that. He don't like it if a woman comes in the house and she drinking, and he don't have a problem with her drinking, but you want to throw it back like a dude. Well, you shouldn't do that. You should ask for a glass. You should already know these things, though, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Don't make us look bad. Jesus Christ. Don't make us look bad. You know, but you should already, like, know certain things. You gotta be dainty. You have to be feminine. You can't have a nasty mouth. Only when you need to. Only when you need to, you know. Sometimes somebody needs to say shit, you know. Only when you need to. But not so regular. I'm working on it too. I'm like, God, please help me. Help me, please. I am definitely working on it. Really. But I'm just saying, you know, these are some things that we really just need to check out and see. And even though we sometimes don't want to care what men say, you do have to listen, because they could be telling you something that's going to carry you through your next relationship, or, yeah, you know? So you need to listen. You need to know. Especially if you're dating and you're interested in a man. We all want a man, all want a good man, you know, but you know, like I said again, just make sure they loving on you the way you want to love on them. Just make sure they're interested in you the way you're interested in them. And if they not, let them go. Don't be afraid to say goodbye. See ya. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. They're not. They're not. Men, they play so many games. Seriously. They'll literally be living, you know, with another maid, talking to you and acting as if they're single. But you'll know all that, because when they do that, you should know the signs. You should be smart enough to know the signs. If you can't talk to them at night, something ain't right. If you can only talk to them a certain part of the day, something ain't right. Right? So, you know, I know I'm off topic, but you have to pay attention to all that, especially when you're online dating. Period. Period. Make sure he's texting you more. Make sure he's sending you the good morning stuff. Make sure. Don't you be the doer. Sit back, relax, and let it happen. And realize what's for you and what's not for you. If a man is complaining about every little thing, maybe he's not for you. Maybe he's just not for you. And maybe you're not for him. And that's okay. That's okay. We are not for everybody. Let them go. Go find the person that you are looking for. Your little perfect. And please make sure that you're perfect too. You know? But don't sit there and just lower your standards or think that, you know, you can't do no better, because you can. And if you're not good enough for him, you are good enough for someone. Just maybe not him. Because to me, if a man have nothing but complaints, then that's it. And then just think about what I said in the beginning. He already don't like you for real, because he don't even like a big girl. And you're a big girl. So what are you supposed to do? Go lose weight? Well, that ain't easy. And then when you do that, he'll be completely tripping about that. And then before you know it, everything you eat, oh, you shouldn't be eating that because you on a diet. Oh, you shouldn't be eating that because you said you was on a diet. I'm trying to help you. I don't need you to help me. Oh, no, I'm trying to help you, baby. I'm trying to help you. You said you was on it because he wants your ass to lose weight. And then just think about it. And then you lose the weight. And what else? What else? What you need me to do now? Lost weight. I'm washing my hair now. I'm cleaning my feet. What now? I'm not smoking as much. I'm trying to wear the perfume. I got air freshener. I got every freshener you can get. What now? Seriously. Because what, you think it ain't gonna be nothing else? It'll be something else. Because he don't really like you. So he's gonna pick. So when you see and feel that a man is doing that, let him go. Goodbye. Understand, accept that he does not like you. And let him go. Okay. Let them go. You can't make everybody like you. You want to be a picky ass? Okay. Pick somewhere else. I would rather you just don't be picky. Just tell me I ain't what you looking for and move on. Period. But instead, you know what they'll do? They'll just keep you around for what it is that they need you for. So, like he said, he likes her. When they hang out, they do have fun. He like you sometimes. Oh God, I know I have been going on and on, but I hope that you guys heard me and are hearing what these men are saying, especially the ones that's doing online dating, because you need to know. And by the way, he was an online dater, and he met her through online. Yep. So when he did meet her, she didn't post a full body pic. But when he seen her, he seen that she was a big girl. And if he didn't like her, he could have ended it. But he didn't. Because it was something about her he did like. So I'll keep her around. Something about I do like. Until I meet that one that I really, really want. Because then once I meet that one that I really, really want, drop her ass like a hot cake. After she done changed everything. She done stopped smoking. She done changed everything. And the other stuff she done changed, she probably needed to change. But she done did the most. Because she like ya. By the time you meet that one you really like, who ain't got to do nothing, she's a goner. She is. She's a goner. And she done made all those changes for a man who really didn't want her from the beginning. You wasn't his type. Some people have a type. I don't have one. I tell y'all that all the time. I don't have no type. But some people do. You wasn't it. So look at what happens. You change and he don't change nothing. All he do is complain about what you need to change. But he ain't making no changes. Nope. Something to think about. None. While you're making all the changes, he's not making any. How fair is that? You think he don't have any flaws? Oh, he do. He probably burp too loud or fart like crazy or stink so bad when he fart. You know, anything. Yeah, it's human and all that crap, but still. He got flaws. But he gonna announce all yours and you gonna change everything to be with him. When you should change the things that does make sense. If it really needs to apply in your life, well, you should change that. But if it don't, you shouldn't. Because he's not going to change everything for you. He's just not. You know? So, just keep that in mind. Like, he's not. And if you just do everything well, then that's on you. He didn't put a gun to your head. You chose that. Pick and choose carefully. Gotta go, you guys. Later.